Hello. Hello. Okay, I've got a different perspective today as I cook. I'm actually making the half-baked harvest baked potato soup today. You can see I'm just grilling up my onions. I've already made all the bacon because you got to make it like super crispy. Am I doing this right? Yeah. Don't mind my messy kitchen. So yeah, I am hopping on here while I make this beautiful soup for me and my hubby tonight. I got this beautiful pan from our table at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I just was too excited to use it. So I said to my husband, what if we just have soup tonight, right? So that's what I'm doing today. So while I make soup, I thought I'd hop on here and chat and see what's up and what's happening. I hope everyone had a very good Christmas and a good New Year's. Just behind the curtain, I'm definitely filming this in that week. You know that weird week that we just don't know what's going on between Christmas and New Year's? That's what's happening. And I've decided that I'm going to make soup. So that's what we're going to do today. While I'm doing this, I'm also filming content for my TikTok. So there's like so much going on right now. But I got to pay attention so I don't burn this and cause fire alarms. But anyways, that week before Christmas and New Year's, no one knows what the fuck to do. Am I working? Am I not? Am I checking emails? Who the fuck knows? What do you do during that week? Do you become a chef like me? Where you're like, I'm going to use all the products I got for Christmas and like find all the ingredients? Or do you just like spend the week relaxing? Because that part I don't get. That part I don't get. I don't get the relaxing part. I've never been that person. I've never been the person to be like, ooh, I need to relax. Ooh, I need to do this. Stay there for a minute. I'm going to walk away to get my other phone so I can film. I'm not that person that just chills. I never have been. I never will be, unfortunately. I wish I was that person that just chilled during that week, but I don't. I do everything under the moon. I try things. I try new things. We're going to do two things at once. That's what we're going to do today. So, yeah, while I'm making the soup, I thought I'd pop on here to say hello. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge soup fan, especially when it's, this kind of weather, stormy and not. That's another thing to add. Just FYI. Did anyone else not get the snow that was supposed to happen here in Ontario? Because I swear to God, we got nothing. We got nothing. We live in the GTA, and I know that the East End and West End got lots, but we unfortunately did not. And I know I'm just blabbering, so I'm doing two things at once. Which, again, if anyone knows me, I love to do two things at once, just to make things complicated. But we're talking about things we do during the week, and then the snowstorm we just never got. And because of the snowstorm, I became obsessed with the beekeeper guy. You guys hear about that guy? Yeah. I became very obsessed with the beekeeper and all this, and I'm like, what does the beekeeper say? Just making sure I'm checking this right. Which then I slowly started to follow the beekeeper, and he was kind of right and kind of wrong, and I have mixed messages because for me he was right. Not a lot happened, but then for the people that were west and east of the city, well, they definitely got a lot of snow, and they were guided not to drive or do anything. And I think the problem with these content creators like myself is we say things online and then it ends up confusing people or making people not listen to the actual experts. Not that the Weather Network is an expert in my opinion, because let's get real here. I feel like they're just always wrong. And that saying of there are two careers that can lie, lawyers and weathermen, is becoming more and more real as I get older. Because I check that weather and it's not there. So anyways, back to my ramble of the topic. During this week between Christmas and New Year's, what do? Do you hang out with your family? Do you travel? Is there enough time to travel? Because what I am seeing at the Toronto airport right now, I don't want to be anywhere close to an airport. The baggage, I was watching on CP24 when I was getting my nails done this morning, that the airport is so bad that people have been coming back after arriving to get their luggage, and they can't. they are standing there for hours, even though they've already flown in, they've gone home, and they need their luggage because it has medications or it has stuff in it that they need, and they can't get it. How crazy is that? Also, side note, do you know what a butter bell is? It's like a thing that keeps your butter in it. Great, keeps your room temperature. Anyway, side note, traveling during the week. One year we traveled the week before Christmas, and it was a breeze. No one was traveling. Airports were kind of empty. We walked in and out, and I was like, this is ideal. This is the ideal way to travel. But now, no. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine traveling this week. No. Gotta add some flour. Garlic, stir in the butter, flour, cook for a minute. Don't mind me. As we're doing this, I'm also filming content for my TikTok, because that's what we do. We just do all the things at once. I'm a Capricorn. I do all the things all at once, because why not? That's just how I'm made. But yeah, during this week, usually I work for a couple days. Tomorrow I'll probably work for a little bit in the morning. Same thing with Thursday. I'll work for a little bit and then kind of do my own thing. But most of the time during this week, I'm with everyone else. I have no fucking clue what's happening. I don't know what's happening right now as I'm cooking this and I'm talking to you. But you know what? Food should be a love language, because I'm cooking a beautiful soup for my husband because I love him. But I also might just love this pot more that I got for Christmas, and I was way too excited to use it. So I am. Just making sure the mic's still on, because that has also happened to me a few times where the mic died on me, and that was just not fun. So if you guys want to see what I'm cooking, you're gonna have to check out my TikTok, the Coco Lounge, just so you can see it as I'm doing it. This is great in real time. And I also am a person that washes the dishes at the same time, because I think that's the way it should be. I think you should wash the dishes at the same time as you're doing all the kitchen work, because then at the end it's less work. This soup has to simmer and sit anyway, so I have time to wash and talk to you at the same time, and also put all this fun stuff in, like the potatoes, and just kind of let it simmer. Oh, here's a good one, guys. How are we gonna do this? This is just behind the scenes. This is how I'm gonna do it now. I'm just gonna do behind the scenes talks, because that's how I'm doing. I'm doing everything at once. But yes, we are putting in the potatoes for our baked potato soup. This is a fucking mess. That's what I will say. The recipe calls for rustic potatoes, but it also says any potatoes can be used. So I'm using the bag of potatoes I had in my fridge. That's the one thing about soup that's really fantastic, is you can just kind of use up what's in your fridge. But this is actually starting to smell really good, and I'm getting so distracted. And this is probably driving so many people crazy, because I'm all over the map. If you want to look, that is the soup right now. I have to let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll let that happen, and I will bring you over to my little station here that I always look at my messy bathroom. I'm always at. I'm all over the map today. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing this week in between New Year's and Christmas. Is I'm using this pot as much as I can, because food should be a love language. I'm going to try to make all these different recipes and learn them so that I can master them better. I'm going to probably make a whole bunch of TikTok content and YouTube content for everyone. But I really want to hear what everyone does during this week. And if you do travel, or if you did travel during that week of this year of 2022 and 2023, let me know how the airports were. Let me know how just the planes were, your luggage, did you lose it? I love hearing these stories. I hate the stories, but so many people I've seen on TikTok are you should probably get air tags and put them in your luggage, which I think is so genius, because then you can track them, but you just don't know where they're gonna go. And for anyone asking, yes, it does say Outer Banks. It's not from the show. Before you come at me, there is a real place, Outer Banks, and I've been there, and that's where the sweater is from. And I've learned my lesson, because there's been a couple times people are like, oh, do you love the show? No, I've never seen the show, but I've been to the place. Now I'm just rambling for fun. But anyways, let me know what you do during that week. I'm gonna finish up on this baked potato sour cream soup. If you want to see how it turns out, check out my TikTok at the Coco Lounge. You are always welcome to come and cook with me in my kitchen and listen to me ramble and rant if that's what you're into. Have a great day. I'm here. I'm chilling. Hopefully not burning anything.